So let's go ahead and get started. So first, I want to give you a little background information about StraightUp Solar. Our vision is to care for others by creating a path to clean energy and a sustainable economy that honors our values and everyone's healthy, shared future. And one of the ways that we show that we do this is we are a certified B Corporation. And what it means to be a B Corp is that we follow certain standards of sustainability for our workers, customers, suppliers, community, and the environment. And this shows that every day we strive to make our business the best it can be for people and planet. A little more about StraightUp Solar. We were founded 14 years ago in 2006, and we serve Illinois and Missouri. We've won 12 Midwest Renewable Energy Association Group Buy programs. We have installed over 1,400 projects, adding 21 megawatts of clean energy onto the grid. We're a part of Amicus Solar Cooperative. We are a company of over 75 employees, with 25% of those employees having their NABCEP certification. We are a Tesla Powerwall and REC premium installer, and we have a 10-year workmanship and production warranty. And a little bit about us presenters. Riley Francis. I'm a marketing coordinator here for StraightUp Solar, and I have a degree in environmental science and my North American Board of Certified Energy Practitioners Associate certification. And I like working for StraightUp Solar because it gives me the opportunity to help people do something good for the environment and for their wallet. And Matt, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so hello everybody, and thank you for joining. My name is Matt Farrig, and I'm a project developer with StraightUp Solar. So what that means is that I'm the person you would work with if you're interested in getting a proposal and design for your home, as well as would walk you through the incentives and, of course, the financing, our topic today. So I've been with StraightUp Solar since July of 2017. I have done 81 solar projects with StraightUp Solar in that time, which equates to about 250 kilowatts. So thank you for joining us. And I'll go ahead and get started on our subject for the day, which is the Clean Energy Credit Union. And our topics that we're going to cover are: what is the Clean Energy Credit Union? What do they finance? And what loan options are available specifically to solar? So the Clean Energy Credit Union is a not-for-profit tax-exempt cooperative, democratically owned and controlled by members on a one vote per member basis. They serve missions and members rather than stockholders. Both federal tax exemption and the lack of stockholder dividend payouts enable Clean Energy Credit Union to pass along substantial savings to members in the form of excuse me. So what makes them different? For one, they are online only, so they don't have a brick and mortar store like most banks or lending institutions do. And that avoids expensive operating costs of a whole brick and mortar operation. And then they pass that savings along to members in the form of better loan rates. They're focused solely on clean energy lending, which enables Clean Energy Credit Union to do it better than any other financial institution. I can mention that in my 3 years, or almost 3 years with the founders, Clean Energy Credit Union has by far been the best one as far as rates, customer service, and we really enjoy working with them. So what do they finance? So they'll do solar retrofit. So if you have existing solar and want to add more solar or add batteries, they will finance that. They'll do solar new construction, which for us is the majority of our loans, new solar systems being installed. And then if roofing or electric work is part of the installation, or updates to your roofing or electric as part of the installation, we can roll that into the loan for the system, and that can be financed as well. And then if you would like to add, they will finance that as well. And then they do also do off-grid systems and electric vehicles as well. So they're, the way they handle the solar loan, what they do is they take your total system cost and they basically split it into two separate loans. One they call the short-term, one they call the long-term. And basically the way it works is they take 26% of your system cost and that goes into the short-term loan. And that 26% is identical to the amount of the federal tax incentive for solar. So it's the same dollar value. It does have a max loan amount of $20,000, and then that goes into a 12 or 18-month loan. And that's determined by what time of the year your system gets installed. And basically with that short-term loan, there's no interest and no payment due during the are being floated that money at no interest and no payments until you get the federal tax credit money. And then once you receive that federal tax credit money, you use that funding to pay off that short-term loan in full. And then the long-term loan, that's either a 12 or 15-year term, and that's basically the other 74% of the system cost. So that first 26, no interest, no payments until you get the federal money, and the other 74% goes into this long-term loan. Choose, it's optional to do a 12-year loan at 2.99% interest or a 15-year loan at 3.99. It does have a loan, max loan value of $50,000, or if you have two applicants, you can do up to $100,000. And then again, that's basically 74% of the system cost, which is that remaining balance after that short-term loan. And with both loans, there's no penalty for early payment. So if you're an Ameren, Missouri resident or customer, there is that Ameren pays you when you install solar. You can take that money and pay it towards either loan, and there's no penalty to do that. If you're in Illinois, there's incentives there as well, statewide. The same thing, when you receive that incentive check from the state, you can pay that towards either loan, and there's no penalty. And I would like to mention as well that we really want to do this webinar today, because sometimes, solar is an investment. It's a high dollar investment or higher dollar investment. And, I always like to ask customers, if you were buying a car or even a home, would you pay cash or would you finance it? That's why we really like to work with the Clean Energy Credit Union, because for most folks, financing is definitely the better option. Even if cash is available, they have really good interest rates to where it increases your personal cash flow, to where, financing the system would be the better option. So now we'll look at, if you are interested in getting a solar proposal as well as the financing information. So the steps here is to basically just share basic information about your home. That would include, of course, your address, which we would then verify we're looking at the right home through satellite, and then who your utility company is, and then your last 12. That's really important because that drives a lot of the numbers as far as what the impact of solar will be in your home. And then you would work with somebody like me to receive a customized proposal for your home, and we would go through all the incentives, the financing, things like that. And then once you decide to go solar, you would work with one of our project managers. They would basically be the people that would schedule what we call the technical on-site. They would work with the permitting team on getting your permits filed. And then we would also perform what we call technical on-site, where somebody would come out to your house, climb on your roof, take measurements, get a better layout of your whole home and how we're going to install the system. And then step 4, install and energize. So we would find a date that works for you, and then our installation crew would come out, build it, inspect it, and then energize your system. And then from there, you enjoy your new solar array as well as the savings that go along with it. So here, I'm not sure if we have any questions. If anybody has any questions, we highly encourage you to write them in the chat. And if you'd like to reach out to myself or Riley, here's our contact information. And also there's a link to our website, straightupsolar.com. Highly encourage you to check that out. A lot of cool stuff with all the projects that we've done. There's a map of all of our installations. We've got links to other events like this that are coming up.